Alright, sorry for the late start. I had to get everything ready. Just got home late. Needed to rush my eating so I didn't have to starve while I was streaming. Mainly, I didn't want my food to get cold because I got some really great ramen from this place in Cary called the Noodle Boulevard. It's really, really good. It's not the best I've had. The best I've had is still the Ichiran ramen. I think it's Ichiran or Ichiban. Just a second. Okay, Google. Not sure why you're not pulling up anything. That's weird. Really hope I'm not disconnecting. That'd be very sucky. Big suck. Connecting to Twitch just fine. Yep, there it is. Ichiran. Ichiran. And that one's in New York. I think they have a few places in there, but I don't know where I was. I think I was at the West 31st Street address. I'm not sure which one looks more familiar. I'm sure they all are pretty good, great. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. I remember now. What is this one? Yeah, West 31st Street. That's absolutely the one. I had to wait like 3 hours in order to get in, and it was absolutely worth it. Holy crap. I was easily, like, I was like on the verge of tears while I was eating it. It was so insanely good. But that's not the point of this stream. I yelled too loud. I forgot that I have my microphone with boosted audio. Don't we love that? So while that's opening up, let me go ahead and take a second to fix my camera because I didn't adjust the settings like I usually do. Just a second. Properties, configure video. Let's see. I'm gonna turn my exposure up just by 1 because it's really dark. Nope, that's focus. Just about 1. And then we can more fine tune it with the brightness setting. There we go. Ooh. Stop wall. I'm hitting my light. Alright. So, let's see. Just let me mess with the camera. Oh, the saturation just a bit. Too much. White balance, let's unlock that. Should be pretty orange, but not like overwhelmingly so. Just a little bit of blue. There we go. That feels good. How's my hand look? Is it pink? Looks really pale. Not that I have like pink hands, but like should be like a little pink. The camera by default has like a very saturated look to it. I think you're supposed to change it yourself, so that's why. I don't go overboard. I've seen some people who have like orange skin and they're not like tanned or like faint tanned. Just give me a second to breathe for a minute. I really rushed getting together because I wanted to enjoy my food, and then like whenever I was done, it was like 5 minutes before I had to get ready, so I just had to slam everything together, plug everything in. But honestly, everything's looking pretty good. I even had an update on Streamlabs, so all my audio settings were disconnected, but we should be good. All I have to do is just reconnect them to all the right places, because they kind of just like forget where the location of my microphone is and forget the location of where my stream audio is. So you can hear the music in the background. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take one more of these. I really can't stop myself, and then I'll get started. They are sweetened and dried orange slices. So just candied oranges. They're really good. It's really weird because you can taste it like the rind, because the whole skin's on there. I mean, it's not a mukbang, but okay. Sorry, I'm forgetting where everything is. All right, we are ready. Let me take one last sip just to clear my mouth. All right, so we're gonna be getting back into this guy, the Hitman piece. Hopefully we're gonna get pretty well into the progress. The only thing I need to show off is I did make a little change while we were gone. I noticed that the texture for the windows, I think, looks better as an erase layer. So what I did was I did all of it, so there's like a layer of red underneath it. There was probably it's probably easier to do in the moment, but because like I had already drawn out all the windows and did all the like little decorations, like the little stripes that go through it, I decided it would be good to just do that off camera, and then, you know, for the future it should be easier to do. But let me show you what it looks like. So let me see. Did I set it up to show off? Normal. Oh, I gotta wait to do this. New layer for invisible. So the file's still really huge, which is kind of annoying, because like I feel like I'm doing a lot to slim things down. I cut out a bunch of old stuff that I didn't need anymore. Okay, so this is what it looked like before. Sorry, this is what it looked like before. All the things kind of look like they were glued together. It looks fine. It's not super distracting to me. Mainly just like the parts that what I'm annoyed about is that let's not choose red, because obviously it's not gonna show up on a red background. I don't know what I was thinking there. Let's go with you. Nope, let's not do that. Okay, so like you can see that it's like very clearly the walls around the window, but the windows themselves are dark, like as if there's no lights in the window, which I realized after like, you know, an hour or so into it. I was like, wait a second, am I supposed to use this brush as an eraser, where I paint over the red, where I paint in like the little box red, and then I erase from it. That way, like only the windows are left. So let me delete this. And then bop, that's what it looks like. So now you get like a little bit better the idea that like it looks like it's just part of the wall, instead of like the light being the wall itself, and then the windows are completely blacked out, and then you can see just like a little bit of light, and you know, maybe it's obscured because there's something going on in that room. Maybe not all the lights are on. Maybe it's a dark interior, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, just a tiny little change. So just one more little comparison. Before when I ended the last stream, this is what it looked like, and then the new version looks like this. I just think it gives off the effect a little bit better. Also, as like part of the whole, I do like that it's a little bit less blindingly red. I probably would have had to texture it anyways, like just give it a little bit of chaos to it, because just having like bright lights like this is a little distracting, because, you know, like it's not supposed to be the focus at all. But like this I easily like kind of blends into the background, because it's just like tiny little hatchings of light, instead of the entire wall itself being a wall of light. I could probably even do some here too, but we're gonna focus on this. I really like the little things right here. That's not important. I just felt like bringing that up. I like the little roof decorations. Where are they? Here it is. I combined them into one layer, I think. No, I think I did, like, immediately drew them in one layer. But yeah, just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that. I could also do maybe like a little bit of fog between the buildings. I think that like gives a good like ghostly effect. We'll think about it. Next part is we're going to have to think about how we're going to do the buildings behind. So these are the really far buildings. So these two are actually pretty close to the person himself. You could probably even say that it's like right next door to the building that he's on. But the rest of the building are going to be like super far away. So like how do you even get smaller than like these windows already are? And that's the part that I don't know. So we're going to try some stuff. We're going to do some stuff, some things, some wacky things. So let's start by, how do I get this color? Let's see, can I just like grab it from one of these? There's no opacity, no overlay, it's just normal. Should just be as red as it is. It's weird, it's like absorbing entirely different colors. Oh, is it because I'm on the wrong layer? There we go. There we go. Nice and bright. Select. Change that back. Get the brush. Am I on camera? I am on camera. Okay. How are we gonna do this? Let's take the Hitman out. His name is Hitman. I think I called him Sherlock for the last stream. His name isn't Sherlock. It can't be Sherlock. Who cares? There's not enough people that use the name Sherlock. That's crazy. I feel like more people need to name their kids Sherlock. I mean, it's kind of like setting them up for like a really easy mean name. Like I can imagine bullies just like making fun of the fact that they have the name Sherlock. I don't even think it'd be clever. They'd be like Shercock, and then they'd laugh. Like they wouldn't even try to be clever. Bullies, especially in like middle school and such, like aren't known for being super clever with their insults. Okay, is my pen dead? I think my pen's dead. I forgot to charge it. Where's my pen? Just a second. I forgot to grab my charger. I swear this drawing stream will eventually actually have some drawing. So yesterday I was at a concert for the band called Joyce Manor, which was very good. It was very fun. Although concerts for the shorts, us people under 7, 5'8". I feel like I say 5'8", but like there are people who are like, if you're literally 6 feet under, don't even start. Like you're not tall. Which is just bizarre to me because like I think like 5'8" people are tall. Like 5'6" people look tall to me. I'm like, oh, you're an adult. Like I'm a small guy, even though I am 24 years old. It is not fun to always feel like a kid. But I guess that's something you like never get used to anyways. All right, not the point. What was I just talking about? Concert. Sorry. Wow, I went down a rabbit hole. Band was very good. I could barely see anything, but it was okay. I had a drink spilled on me. It's fine. It was whatever. The band was still good. Everybody, it was so insanely hot and so insanely sweaty. Good God. Like, oh my God. How's this gonna look? Just as a test. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I had a good time. Music was good. They also had another band called Teenagers in Trouble, I think. They were very nice too. I liked them. They had a very what's the word? Small band attitude. You know, like they were just like happy to be there, and they seemed like kind of like nervous, but they played very well. Music was a good fit with the following band, the headliner. Small complaint. They're called Teenagers in Trouble, but I think it's very obvious that none of them are teenagers. But it's okay. It's okay. You know what? I'm okay. A lot of the people who make like teen music aren't actually teenagers. What's the guy? The guy that made like Turtles All the Way Down. That YouTube guy. He's not a teenager either. Sorry to spoil it. He is actually a whole dude. Did it just duplicate the layer like 6 times? Holy crap. There we go. Or well, yeah, let's leave you on top. I just spent like a minute finally erasing that, and then it ended up not mattering. Oh, this should be in a group. I'm gonna delete that one because I just immediately made the group and deleted and left the group. It may as well not exist. Let me get some coffee because I can already feel like my eyes getting tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep, so not doing tremendously well. That's probably why my focus is like all over the place. Because like I don't have the like brain juice to like focus on one task. The only task I can focus on is Beaver Game. I am a big fan of the video game Timberborn, which is a game in which you play a bunch of beavers, and it's very silly. But was literally up to like 4 hours past the time I needed to go to bed because I was just like, just one last thing, just one last thing, just one last thing, just one more, just let me finish this building this. City builders are very satisfying, but I have noticed that I get a little addicted, where like I really, really want to make sure like I finish one last thing, and it becomes a problem for me. All right, let me go ahead and go to I think it's the details. Where's the brush? I wish I knew the name of this brush pack, but it's a very popular one. It'll make this an erase. Make it straight down. Okay. So now we are going to, what is it? We're gonna right click perspective. Try to make it fit into the box. Should we turn on the, let me undo all this. So first, can I like crop this layer to like fit better? Because I feel like there's like a huge gap on top for like no good reason. Tools. Crop, applies the layer. That's a bad idea. Never mind. Abort. Okay, what was the original plan? Oh, I was gonna turn on perspective assistant. There we go. So now we can play with this guy. Perspective. Make you fall like right here. You fall along just right here. Straight through. I'm gonna go like halfway to keep things like a little small. Just a little guy. I think I did that the last stream. I need to get new memes. But you know. I'm just a little guy. I can't look up new memes. Unironically, I actually can't. Like it takes so much. It feels like a full-time job trying to keep up with memes for me. Like I don't use Twitter and I don't use like Reddit. So like I literally only have memes that other people send me. I think that's fair. I think a lot of people do that. I mean, of course I'm going to think it's fair to me because I want to be fair to myself, but you know. You can't like it's so much work. And I don't want Twitter. Twitter seems like a bad place. Seems like a place for bad people. Not bad people, but you know, for people to get into fights. I don't like fighting. Not if I can avoid it. I want to be like bonobos. Bonobos seem to have it right. Oh, I didn't copy it first. Alright, hold on, let me do this. Control C. Then we're gonna undo all the way to before I even started making any changes. And then Control V. Where'd he go? I think it got pasted to the middle of the drawing. Oh, it's all the way down here for some reason. Okay, so you go up. You can turn that off for a second. There we go. And then we can get you to fit right back where we were. There we go. Then we're going to Control C. Control V. Turn this one on. I'm going to get the tool. Make it a perspective. Why is it not a perspective? There we go. And then we're going to do it with you too. Yeah, just to wrap up the concert story. Good time. I was there for my cousin. It's one of his favorite bands. And it's his birthday soon. So wanted to be there. Plus it was on a day where I didn't work. So it was just like a perfect time for us to all hang out for a bit. It was a really good time. And he definitely enjoyed the show. So I'm happy for him. And he just had a kid. So congratulations to him. Despite the fact that kids are both icky and sticky. It's good for him. I'm happy for him. Does the texture still work with the distance? It looks like it looked just fine to me. Personally. Let me sorry. Just a hiccup. Yeah, it looks good to me. It's a little like off angle, but I don't need it to be super clean. Then we can like decorate it and just do some crazy stuff. Do I still have my reference? Do I still have my Ghost in the Shell reference? Ooh, I just realized we have no wacky dudes. This might just be the sleep deprivation talking, but let's do a silly little guy. I kind of want a silly little guy. As in, I want to draw one. Don't get your hopes up. I'm gonna choose. Let's choose this one, like a nice periwinkle color. Doing this with the perspective tool on, it looks kind of funky. Okay, so he's a little blue guy. Let's go dark color. It's gonna look like Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. Friends. He's just a little guy. I'm doing like the little, I think they call him like a little autism guy. Not as an insult, but because like it's literally like made to be friendly for those folk. Us folk? I haven't been diagnosed, so I guess just them folk. I don't want to like stolen valor or whatever you want to call it. I'm not cool enough to be in the club. I just got a funny idea. Hold on. Only serious things here. This is a serious business place where serious business things happen. Is the littlest of guys. I'm thinking for some of my digital pieces, specifically with my Procreate iPad pieces, that I need to think about maybe doing some more sketchier things. That way I can actually like get some pieces done in like a timely fashion. Because I think part of the reason some artists make so many good works in such a short period of time is because some of them are just really good at having really good looking sketches and being okay with just like posting that, and like people just don't like really think about it because they're like at such a good level that like they don't really need to spend hours and hours and hours rendering it. It's literally just like a sketch that they did in like an hour, and you still get like a lot of quality out of it. I think just finding like that balance where it's like it's really just like a tiny little sketch, but like, you know, you still spend enough time like cleaning it up that it looks like a almost finished piece, or something that can move on to like on the next stage if you wanted to. Gonna give him little dinosaur hoofs. Why? I don't know. He demands it. I do what the little guy demands. Now when I say little guy, this is the little guy. This is the little guy. I need to give him a more pleasantly shaped head. He's very cubed right now. Very silly. See if I can tame that down. Make it a little bit more subtle. What just happened there? Go back. What a majestic looking creature he is. What a good looking guy. My little guy. Let me lock him. Let me grab just a quick little tool. Make the opacity like half. Just give him like a light little brushing of. Just a light little. No, I don't like that. Let's go hard brush. But still the same rules. Maybe even less, like 20. I could do cell shaded stuff. It's easy. My little guy. Okay. I think I'm happy with my little guy. I accidentally drew through his face. That was a scary moment. Just giving him a haircut. Should he have ears? What do little ears look like? Oh, it's locked. Oh. He is complete. He has come. Where is he? Where is... I need to name him. And thus he is a little guy. My little creature. Come to me. This way. Just right there. Just right there. No one will notice you. No one's gonna notice. No one's gonna notice. What'll be even better is actually let me put you lower. Just underneath. There you go. And thus no one will notice him. Let me put the hitman on. No one notices. He's so he's so easy to like hide. See, he transforms. I'm trying to see if there's one that like blends him in automatically, kind of like decently. No. The dark one returns. He cometh. Addition, not too bad. Luminosity a little bit. Linear dodge. Hard light. I know I'm trying to get done with like one more session, but this is more important. Oh my god, the dark one. What's the dissolve do? Just gives him like a fuzzy texture. I like the little fuzzies. Color dodge, color. I feel like I did some of these already. Screen's okay. Let's go with, what was luminosity? Overlay. Screen. I already did screen like 3 times. I think we're gonna keep screen because I keep going back to it. Let's just start a little guy. Little guy and assassin. Alright, while that's happening, let me go ahead and just let me know. They're in the middle of a conversation. I don't want to disturb them. All right. Again, little guy, just in case you didn't see him. He's a little hard to notice. I'm going to turn off the hitman. We're going to keep the little guy on. Nope, that's not the right one. There we go. That's the whole thing. And then we're going to move on to the other half. This shouldn't be too long. I'm going to go ahead and just do like another, well, we can probably just do 2 copies actually. Or just 1 extra copy. Because I think just another 2 sections we'll be able to finish the rest out. Perspective. You can go like right here. Sorry, I'm trying to even everything out. But it's really hard because the original like source layer isn't like completely perfectly lined up. Or it's got like a huge gap in it. I see you, little guy. Oh yeah, and just quickly about the game that I was addicted to. So it is a game in which you play beavers, and you build up your city of beavers, and it's very fun. That's literally all it is to it. That's what I spend like hours and hours and hours just staying up late playing. It is just a beaver game in which you play where you make beaver themed equipment for your beaver civilization. And goodness gracious, am I addicted? I'm going to have to stop like really soon because like it is literally becoming a problem. Like I was just tuning in for an update. I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know, what did they build this time? And like already, it's like I'm stuck to it. Like every single time I touch it, it's like, all right, that's all I'm doing for the rest of the night. So it's like even if I start at like 8 p.m., I'm going all the way until like 7 p.m., 7 in the morning. It's like I'm a mess. I have not been doing any art. Is it a problem? Like Sekiro, I can stop because eventually I reach places where I'm like, okay, I can stop farming. Like I've had a good amount of time. You know, like I'm exhausted with, you know, like trying to keep up this and, you know, not and trying not to die and all this. But in Timberborn, it's like it's just free roam. It's just free build. You just build. It's not actually free build because it's actually got some pretty difficult aspects to it. It's got some difficulty. I wouldn't say it's like a super tough game. It's not like Frostpunk, which by the way, I love Frostpunk. Frostpunk was the original city builder for me. Like I hated city builders until I saw Frostpunk. I was like, oh, this has got like a cool vibe to it. And then after like a year of just like I kept like noticing it, I finally broke and I was like, fine, I'll give it a shot. And it was like one of the funnest games for me. And I am a changed man. It like completely opened up a bunch of like smaller indie games to me because I was just like, okay, maybe I just need to give them a try. So now I've been doing like a few more like kind of like out there games for me because I used to just be basically like a shooter player. Not like because I was like super good at shooters, but just because like that's the kind of game that I liked. That kind of gameplay is like very simple and very fun. For me. Palm got itchy. Another game that I've been playing is interactive novels. They're not like visual novels, because there's no visuals. Or there's very like little visual. You get like character art like when they're introduced and that's it. So it's Vampire the Masquerade, the Choice of Games, I think it's called. Choice of Hearts, Choice of Games. And they're like literally novels, like, but you also have like stat trackers and you can like slowly evolve your character, and they're very specifically written to be very like neutral in like gender and just like general things like, you know, age and you know, as religion, you can, and then you just like set all those as they come along. So like, you know, a scene will happen where a character asks you, oh, what's your name, and then they'll be like, please enter your name. And then, you know, it'll keep that variable throughout the story. So, you know, it'll just keep bringing up your name because it's not like a video game where it has to like keep up with a bunch of voice lines. It's like, it's just text. So, you know, it's a lot easier for them to just pop it back out. Plus the RPG mechanics are like really satisfying because it's like, it's Vampire the Masquerade. I don't know if I mentioned that yet, but so it's like based off of that RPG system, which is, you know, very similar to like a D&D system, just TTRPG system. All right, I think we can go ahead and I'm gonna merge all these into one big eraser layer. Okay, so that's all this like there, all this layer. I just slurred so bad and I don't know why I did that. All right. So I'm going to divide it in half. Should I divide it in half? Yeah, that should be fine because it's already like made out of two, like, it's like 2x2 in like the original like texture layer. Like how I laid it out was like 4 squares of a texture, and then I just like mapped it onto the building. So I think like dividing it in half just makes sense. That way, like if there's any like issues with how it merges together, there's like a good reason for it. It can kind of like hide in the fact that I'm erasing it like this. I'm gonna sneeze. So yeah, so novel games are something that I'm getting into, even though I've never been into them much. I think mainly just for Vampire the Masquerade, because like it's such a fun setting for me. I might explore other ones once I'm like wrapped up with all the Vampire the Masquerade novels. No, sorry, the interactive novels, not all the material. I'm not going that crazy. I like it, but basically mainly just like modern edition. I'm aware that there's a lot of good stuff in the, you know, V20 and earlier editions. It's just there's also a lot of content there that isn't so great. Like I remember the Giovanni. They have some kind of just weird things about them. Like because it was like a very sex-based game, and you know, like they're sexy vampires. It's like, yeah, they get a little weird with it in the Vampire the Masquerade. I mean, it's still technically there in Vampire the Masquerade, the newest edition. It's just like with like how they write it now, they don't really like talk about it. It's more like an implied thing. Like they also give you the flexibility of like if you're not really comfortable with it, you know, like you can just have it not happen. Like you can have it so like that's only something done in certain areas. Like maybe like that's done on the West Coast but not on the East Coast. So like you're only playing the East Coast if you want to like do it that way. I forgot where I am. All right, so then as far as the texture, I want to try. I'm just gonna just freeball this. Put this down here, make it an erase layer. I'm gonna see if I can. Hold on, let me do this a little smarter. Hold on. But yeah, Frostpunk actually was a game for me that like actually got me to play a lot more games. So like interactive novels were something I wouldn't have even considered. But after that, I was like, you know what? I also said the same thing about city builders, and now like I kind of have like like an itch for city builders, which is a problem. But also, you know, like it's fine. It's fine. We'll get it. It's not an addiction. But another one is just like general like games that usually wouldn't catch my eye. Like one that I'm really excited to play is a Hardship Spacebreaker or Hard Space Shipbreaker. It's probably that last one. Hard Space Shipbreaker. Let me double check. Yeah, Hard Space Shipbreaker. It's like a game where you're, I don't know if you can call it a sim, but it's like your job is to like break down old spaceships, and you have to like cut them apart piece by piece and be very careful in how you go about doing it, because some parts are explosive and dangerous, some parts have vacuums that can like really damage your character or damage like the valuable parts. So like just like games that are like really like interesting to me, but maybe gameplay wise are like a little less appealing to me than normal. So I'm gonna hold on just a second. I want to try something kind of weird. Didn't get too artsy. Just keep it straight lines for now. Not think too hard about it. Let's deselect it. Yeah, I'm really happy with that recent change that I've made, where I've given more games a chance that I usually would have beforehand. Just because like sometimes I get like really stuck on like perspectives of games. Like I've never tried League of Legends, thankfully. Bless you, Allah. Is because not because of like not necessarily just because of like the toxic game game atmosphere, or like the memes, just like people hate League of Legends players, but like mostly because like I hate top-down games where you watch your character from above. Just like something about that all by itself like immediately turns me off to a game. And I don't know what it is. And it sucks because like there's been games where I was like really excited about it, and then immediately, like as soon as I find out it's a top down, like all excitement is gone. Like one that I was thinking of was what's it called? I think it was like East of Sundown or West of Sundown. Just a second. Or Weird West. That was a game where I was like seeing like all this art and like crazy looking stuff, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. And then it's like a top down like XCOM type game, I think. It might not be XCOM, but like somewhere around there, where you're not like really that like close or connected to your character. Like I really don't like that. Wasteland 3 is another one. The Wasteland games. I think those are like OG Fallout based games. But because it's a top-down game, like I'm not able to get into them at all, or I've not been interested in playing them that much. I might give it a chance one day, but like I'm not like really that into it. Oh Jesus. Yeah, I this isn't something I expect people to back me up on though. Like this is 100% just like a subjective thing for me. Like I am just kind of dumb, and that's okay. We accept the dumbs here, for I am a dumb myself. Wait a second. This eraser isn't even actually an eraser. What am I doing? I'm using the eraser in the wrong way. Just thinning this like black line a bit. All right, let me turn off the perspective tool for just a second so I can see how it's looking. Interesting. But yeah. There's other games that I'm thinking about. Disco Elysium might be an exception. I've heard nothing but like, you know, no need to tell me. I heard it all. It looks like it might be one of the singular best games of all time. But you know, you already know what I'm gonna say. It's not a first person game. It's not a third person game. It is a top down game. Like top down perspectives for some whatever reason just turn my brain off. Like immediately shuts it down. But I think I'm gonna give it a chance for Disco Elysium one day. You know, I'm not gonna rush into it because I'm not that excited. But the most subjective thing of all subjective things, literally, just the voice actor is what finally like made a click in my head where I was like, oh, maybe I should just suck it up and play it, because like the voice actor is like such a insanely deep like the narrator has such an insanely deep voice that like has like vibrato in it, where it's just like every time he talks I'm like, I'm going to die. Like this is insane. Like this is a real human voice that is happening in my ears. Like what is happening? Like goodness gracious. Anything else I can do? Should we just call that? Yeah, I don't think it needs too much more decoration to it. Maybe just something up top. Let me pull up the Ghost in the Shell reference again. Anything special I can do? Some little hatchings. No, they all pretty much like do the same thing. There's like pipes up here, but it's nothing crazy. It kind of just like repeats the same. And once it's got a look, it kind of just repeats that. Let's try maybe just one thing. No, I think this one's already complex. Let's save it for a different building. There's still plenty more buildings to work with. So we're gonna do the other side of this building. No, I should probably turn on the perspective tool. I think we're gonna go like right here. And the building ends like right around here. Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. And we're just gonna fill it in as well. But, nope, that's not how that works. There it goes. That's a cloud above it. Let me turn off the clouds. There we go. Focus on this building for now. Okay. So that's part one. Next part, we're gonna make the erase. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Control. How do I make a new layer? What's the hotkey for that? Never mind, that's not what I thought it was at all. Make this an erase. Bop. Then we're gonna grab the details brush. So essentials, details. Grab the building texture that we've been using for all these windows. Nope, not you. Nope, not you. Oops, didn't mean to make that sound. I forgot how to do this again. Okay. It's Control C, Control V, duplicate it. We're gonna turn this one off so I don't accidentally use it. Bip, bop, bam. Then we're gonna use perspective. You can do like halfway in between, or try to shoot for half. Try to like make it line up with the other one, just like down here. Maybe make it skinnier. Whoa, I'm getting too zoomed in. Sorry, my eyes are kind of fuzzy right now. The sleep deprivation is getting to me. How far are we? I'm trying to look for the line for like the perspective, but it's like not coming in. There's like no perspective line for me to compare it to. I mean, besides this one, but like I'm trying to make it shorter. I mean, I'm supposed to be more zoomed out. No, there's like no assistant tool. I mean, that one works fine. Oh, I guess because it's lower. So should it be following a different line? Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think this is supposed to be following like this line here. Which is going to be crazy. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. Let me also make this a lot less bright. So, where is it? Where's the layer that I'm working on? Oh, here it is. Okay. So right here. So let's dye this down way down. This is enough to be like noticeable, but that should be very much darker. Especially since it's going even further into the background. I don't want it to like be super distracting from the main character, the main show, the main man. Oh god. I got a blanket over me. Even though it's summer. It's because I got my fan blasting. Oh my god, my hair. Holy crap, what is my hair doing? It's like standing up like a friggin' horn. I just have like naturally very stiff hair. Or not stiff. It's like soft and curly. It's just like, what is it? I don't want to say voluminous because that sounds way too weird. But it's hair that can basically move how you want it to, kind of. Or it has a very strong personality. None of these phrases I'm using make any sense. Basically, like, it just like will grow the way it wants to grow and doesn't really take any yeses or nos for answer. It can also stand up on its own, which is cool, kind of, sort of. It's cool until you don't want it to stand up on its own. I just realized I didn't have my overview up. Wait. Alright, I guess we just move right on to the next one. Okay. You go here. You go here. Then we're gonna just go all the way down. Yeah, maybe just like right here. Not all the way down.
Yeah.
I think like right there. There we go. I think that's good. I'm gonna unselect it. Yeah, I think that follows the line pretty good. Then just one last one.
Yeah.
Yo. Crap. There we go. All right, and so this last one is just to fit this last little quarter that we can call it. Oh, sorry, we're not calling the stream yet. That's way too early. We're only like 30 minutes in? No. Jesus, we're like an hour and a half in. Which is actually insane. Holy crap. I mean, I started like late, so like 6:40, but like still. What is going on? Select. All right, here we go. That's all 4 pieces. We're gonna merge them all together. Then we're gonna grab the little eraser tool. Where's that? Most used. Yeah, my brain is like really one-track minded right now. Like it is very clouded. I'm gonna do like another erase layer just like I did the last one. Okay, a straight line tool. Make it like 15. Maybe like a 12. So just follow the perspective. We're also gonna cut it like straight down the middle. And turn off the perspective tool just for a second to see how that looks. Okay, yeah, there's a decently noticeable divide between the two. So we're gonna go right back to erasing these. I'm gonna erase that a little bit more up top here. 14. It's not gonna make a huge difference. Just a little bit more. Too much. Alright, hold on 1 second, sorry. I'm starting this again. I think what I should be doing... Hey there! Great for you to pop in. I am continuing to work on my little piece here. We are now going to be trying to be finishing up these buildings at the very least to get the buildings done. That way we can leave one last stream for just like final touches, final polishes, doing some posters, some quick like little billboards. And we can finally call this one done. It's so long, it's so much work. But hopefully it looks great once it's all done. We can only hope. Yeah. Ooh. You reminded me actually. I've been thinking of doing something. So first of all, what does this look like? Okay, interesting. So what if I select from this, then invert the selection, select invert, and I make the sky a different color. Let's just play around with this for a second. Let's just do some crazy. Let me turn off the little perspective tool. Select, deselect. Interesting. So what does that look like with the guy? The lad, the main man. Not that little guy, the other little guy. That guy. So, where is it? There you are. Bip, bop. You know, it's not too bad. I wonder if we can, like, find, like, a middle balance or something. Or maybe what it needs is the clouds to be that color, so... Let me turn back on the cloud rough. Control C. Or I'm gonna duplicate it. Turn it off. The original. We're gonna lock this one. And then we're gonna do the cloud. Just drop it in. That's not gonna affect all of them, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so let's grab a paintbrush, and then just cover it all up. It's an erase? Why is it an erase? How's it erase? What if we make that a multiply? Just like fade it out. Overlay? One where like keeps a little bit of that green. Hard light. Color dodge. No. Burn. I know what burn does. Linear burn? Trying to find a good balance because normal is a little bit too bright. So I wonder, like, could we get darker? The answer is yes. Let's just like gradient map this. I'm doing okay. I'm tired, like very sleepy because I only got like 4 hours of sleep, but otherwise I'm doing okay. But that's my fault thing. I was playing video games and I just could not stop myself from just being like, oh, one more thing. Oh, but let me just get one more thing done. Oh, but let me just finish this. I went like 4 hours past the time I should have gone to bed because I had like things to do in Cary today. Just like a hour-long drive. But I'm alright. We're here. I'm streaming. The art's working. We're still playing around, getting things done. I just realized I still had this up. This was what I had before yesterday. I just made a quick little change to the windows, so now they look a little bit more like there's light inside of those squares instead of the other way around, where it's like the wall itself is lit and they have like little black boxes inside. It's like the exact opposite of what I needed. So we're doing it in a different way for the rest of the buildings. So like it like automatically starts just already looking like they're filled in, which I think is nice. But yeah, I was just playing. I was thinking about maybe making these clouds darker, or a more of a greenish shade, just because like I think it looks a little bit more full, because like I said with like the changes that I made to this character where I made a little bit more green into him, is just I think that the contrast of the two colors work a little bit better, or make the piece feel a little bit more finished. Yeah, colors are annoyingly hard to work with. Like at least for me, like I really struggle with colors, shading, shadows, like all of it. Just I see people who do some crazy stuff, and like I'm just like I don't know what I'm doing. Like I know the basics, you know, like I got that. I know very simple stuff. Blue and orange, they look good together. I know that. But then people do things with like limited palettes and all this other stuff, and I'm like, it's so hard. It's too hard for me. I don't know. Make this 14. Getting back to what I was actually trying to do. I'm gonna plug you out. Yeah, colors is one of those things I really want to keep working on and getting better at. You should be an erase layer. and also like a 20 pixels, or maybe we can do like 16. Oh, I need the perspective tool. Wow. Much better. So something I remembered about perspectives is that I was doing this backwards. I was making the little line straight through the middle, and then doing the X over it, and then kind of upset that like they wouldn't like line up completely perfectly. And I just remembered that the way that you kind of determine where the center line is on a object that isn't parallel to the camera, perpendicular parallel, is that you use that X, and that X, that center of the X of where it lines, if you line up the corners, is going to be where the center line is. So let me see if I can show you what I mean. So first, let me turn off the hitman because he's distractingly in the way. You're not important, it's all about the buildings. This is a building piece. Here you are. I just need to trim off the top a bit. Let's say follow along this line to like right here, and then just go down and follow it in perspective. Just like that. Okay, so you grab the corner here, and then you undo that because you realize that you're not even looking at the piece far enough away. Here we go. So you line up the corners here, and then you line up the corners of the other side. It's gonna be a little tough because the corners don't actually show up, but it'd be like around here. Oh, hold on. Sorry, let me try to get it a little bit further out. So the corner of the building would be like right here. And so the center of the building is going to be this right here. So I'm trying to line it up. Here you go. Then it should line up on the perspective tool. Let me zoom out before I do that again. There we go. That should be the center line. So let me turn off the perspective tool. Beep. Let me make the little thing brighter. Pop. So this right here is the center line. And you can see that it lines up with the center of the X. So that's how you determine where the center of a wall is without it being like completely even with the perspective or camera that you're looking at. I'm making another one that's like a follow-up of it, but I don't know what to do for the colors. Well, I mean, you could try what I'm doing. I'm doing a monochromatic piece. Or, trying is very much the operative word. Let me see. Where is the roof clutter? There you are. Nope, there you are. Select. Let's turn it up to 100% for just a second. Select from opaque, place. We're gonna go back up to the tower. Where are you? Here you are. And we're just gonna erase all this out too as well. Should be on the other group too. There we go. That's the important one. Okay. You could also choose like another one that like contrasts really well. The main colors that contrast really well are blue and orange, red and green, and then yellow and purple. So you could try doing that. Maybe like a yellow and purple one, but maybe do it like one of the colors is like desaturated and then the other one's like really saturated. Like, hold on. Let me see. Let me grab one real quick. Yeah, let me use this one. Sorry, I'm trying to take it to the top so I don't have to like point over anything. Okay, so here's one where it's an example of the red and green. So the green is like very muted and I don't know if subtle's the right word, but it's not as strong as these like really bright reds here because the focus is trying to be on the reds. So if you do like a yellow and purple, you could maybe do like a very soft yellow color for everything. And then the purple could be like really strong and vibrant. That way like it feels a little bit more full. Yeah, something like that. Yellow and purple, I think, contrast really well. But you just finding like that right balance of making sure like not all the colors are super saturated, so it's not like blinding you, is really important. I wish I could tell you the artist. Hold on one second. It's just gonna take me a couple minutes to find it. Oh, I think it actually comes from an article talking exactly about what I'm talking about. Specifically that like all colors don't have to be saturated. You can too, that works too. It's just a lot harder to keep everything balanced. Or keep everything from like being distractingly bright. Ooh, her comics are Anna Molina? Ann Molina. ANN space MAULINA. Is a comic artist. Yeah, and she was writing down this like description about like contrasting colors and everything. Yeah, I think that'd be a fun one to do. You know, like do some of the there's like three. So you know, red, like I said, red and green, blue and orange, and then yellow and purple. You could do like all three of those, or I guess six, but you know, it's three pairs. Just another two pieces based off of that little triangle. Sorry, I'm trying to find where I was. Let me deselect. Pop. So now you can see these just fine. I'm gonna turn it back down. What did I just turn down? You're supposed to be turned down to like 90, I think it was. It was pretty dark. Where are you? So close that. This is the one. Yep. We're gonna turn that down. Well, let's keep it up while I finish up. Okay. And then we're gonna do the little X for this too. Oh, let me turn on the perspective tool. It's a really useful tool. It's a good thing I figured out how to do it. At least for that, for the one time that I used it. Because I guarantee you, if I have to use it for the next piece, I'm already gonna forget. Okay, and that one doesn't even fit on camera. All right. Then just the other details. There we go. Easy peasy. And then let's get the next one. There we go. And try to split these parts into threes, into thirds. These should probably be like way skinnier brushes. Maybe like 12, 11. Let's just do 11. Okay, select or turn off the little assistant. Wow. There we go. And then I'm going to turn down the opacity so it looks like one side of the building is way dimmer. It doesn't stand out too much. There we go. Easy stuff. I say easy, but that literally took almost 2 hours. That's not right, is it? It hasn't been 2 hours. What have I been doing for 2 hours? Oh, the little guy probably took like maybe 20 minutes. But still, that's insane. Almost 2 hours. I'm trying not to get really frustrated, but it's like so upsetting that it's taking so long. Blah. All right. Let me see. What else can we do? Hold on. Let me just think for a second while I sip. Okay. We're just gonna move right on to the next one. I'm gonna move on to the center building because I think that's gonna be the important one. I'm starting to think that maybe if I get this center building done, maybe the other buildings won't matter as much. Maybe we can just kind of let them like fade off in the background. So like, oh, hang a second. What are you? That's all of them. Okay. I did not name that one for whatever reason. This one. So what if I like fade this out too? And then like we can like try to like fade out them at the further they go out back. That way like these last buildings like are gonna be so faded that you can't even see them. We'll try to see if that works. First, let's focus on this group. Turn on tool. And then I'm gonna erase this a little bit. And then palettes, just pop. Nope, why did that erase? Oh, because I'm gonna erase a brush. Do that again. Pop. Perfect. Then I'm also going to, because I just realized I didn't like erase the center line. That's interesting that it goes through the buildings. I don't know how this is happening. I'm trying to follow the perspective line, but for some reason it's like not following its own rules. Or maybe the center line is like so messed up on mine. Weird. It's probably be a lot easier if I just grab each of the buildings. 1 second. What are you? So this is the building. Let me select from opaque. Hello. All right, weird. Didn't let me do it for some reason for a minute there. Then we're gonna grab the other building too. Select from opaque. And then also the rooftop clutter while I'm at it. Select from opaque. Pop, pop. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm erasing the exact thing I want to keep. All right, here we go. Select, deselect. Wait, what just happened? I think I undid it before I deselected it. Okay, yeah. That's all I did. Okay, so this is a very tall guy, very big boy, the biggest of boys even. Oh. Okay. Sorry, stretching time. So I'm gonna make a new layer. Pop. Make it an erase. Pop. So let me divide it into 3 huge sections. Just because. That brush is way too big. I'm gonna do more like a 20. So let's do like the first one here. I used the wrong tool. So like right here. Okay. Big old chunk. And then the second one even further up top. So maybe like right here. Like right there. There we go. I was gonna fade this out. So if we just go by the what I was suggesting, it's a little too soft, because then it becomes like hard to even notice it from like the background texture. Ooh. All right, then we're going to details. Grab the building brush that I've been using, window brush. Make it a new layer. And then this is gonna be the first one. So let's just pop. More like that big. No, that's small. There we go, like that. Control C, Control V. Make one, turn one of these off. Then we're going to grab it, perspective. We're gonna do like the mid section. So just these like two right here. Just see if I can come up with anything kind of kooky. And I'm only gonna do it on the first section. This one on the first section. What? Where did you come from? What is going on with the texture now? Come on. Sorry, the application's telling me that I need to wait for one thing to finish, and now it's giving me a loading bar. Which is what happens when the file is too big and then you keep adding stuff. Bet it's so boring. I might combine some of these window layers and just flatten them out. Just to like keep things from getting too big. Let me go ahead and do that. So let me close this one up. So this is the... I'm gonna flatten this one. Merge group. Merge group. Before I do that, hold on. Put it up to 100%. Same for both sides. Okay, merge group. This one's at 60%. Then we merge group. What is fading in and out? I don't even know what's on this group. I'm just gonna delete it. probably not gonna do like anything to really keep the file small, but it helps. Sorry, I'm just getting tired. I might have to call this stream over pretty early because I am very tired. And I'm really sorry because like I'm not getting much work done, but I wanted to at least make sure I get some work in. Not just yet, maybe like another 30 minutes. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna keep working. Bit bop. So now that all that's done, I'm gonna first turn off the clouds because I know that's gonna be distracting. Bop. Where'd he go? Okay, there it is. No, this should be a race. There we go. Now it's all looking good. Oh no, that made it so I had it stopped the transformation. So I had to like restart the transformation. Okay, so we turned it to erase, and then we start manipulating it. I don't know why I decided to be so picky. One second. I just realized that what I just did. I'm very sad now. I should have done this from the start, but it's my fault. So I'm going to just mark out where the halfway point is going to be for this. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, all that was just a tiny bit off. This one's really hard to do from this far away because it's such a huge building. How's that? Way closer. Yeah, I think that's probably the best we're gonna get. All right, just want to get that out the way. So we're gonna make that real low. Then we're gonna transform it according to that. Looks like McDonald's with that yellow. So now we can try to make it fit this little tiny section here. Sorry, I gotta wait for the computer to catch up. I'm gonna see if I can like do something like trim down how huge the files are. I might have to delete some of the like earlier renders just because like it is just getting really unmanageable how huge this file is. If I like can't make edits without having to wait like 10 minutes in between each piece. All right, that's one piece. Control C, Control V, turn it on, pop. Make it an erase. I'm gonna make this one an erase too from the background. Erase, erase. That way, whenever I copy and paste, I don't have to fix it immediately every single time. Perspective. There we go. So you gonna have to fit. Oh my. Oh, this is so annoying. Literally all I wanted to do was just take that away, and now I have to start all over again with this freaking piece. The fact that transform doesn't like stay active, like it just immediately is like, I guess that's where you wanted to stop. It's like, no, I just wanted to turn this off so I can keep working and not be so distracted. I'm trying not to get frustrated. What the heck is it square? And deselect. So let me turn off the visual assistant. Okay, yeah, that's a very, very, very hard to see little building, or hard to see windows at that scale. But that may be because it's so scrunched up. because I decided to make it for just that little tiny section. Well, let me see how it looks like whenever we do it somewhere else. Turn this on, Control C, Control V, turn it on, pop. Okay. Immediately just jumping in the next one. No hesitation. Right into it. I am probably going to wrap this up at 9. Again, I really wish I could get farther into this, but like, I'm just insanely tired, and I'm very sorry. Sorry, concert one day and then immediately jumping into going to another city today, and then driving back on 4 hours of sleep is just not, it's not working. Like, I might take a nap like immediately as soon as I wrap this up. And I promise you I'm not gonna go play the Beaver game immediately. I promise. I will have an iron will. Oh, I need the visual tool. Oh, but if I turn on the visual tool, I won't be able to see any. I won't be able to keep Jesus. It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna keep working with it. Ignore the perspective tool. Who needs perspective? Not me. There we go. See? Who needs perspective tools? Okay, so that's not too bad. So you can tell it's a little smooshed up. I don't know why I just said it like that. You can tell it's a little crushed up top, but it's not. It's also still pretty like crushed in this midsection, so it's not gonna be too bad. I think this last section might be the only one where I really have to worry about it because it's pretty tall compared to everything else. So I might have to do like an additional one for that one. We'll see. So another piece. Let me turn on the assistant before I even do anything. Got this perspective. Easy peasy. Right into the next one. All right, there we go. Although maybe that works if it looks like it's slowly getting smaller and smaller as it goes higher. That might actually work exactly with how it's supposed to look. Yeah, it's all coming together. I know what I'm doing. I know this art thing. It's not too hard. Oh, God. Coffee isn't enough. I need sleep. Even though it is my enemy, even though it is a cousin of death, I need sleep. Control C, Control V. Then back on. Nope, not crop. Move you there. Perspective, nope. Move you back. Okay. So here, I'm gonna say like right here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Maybe this should be following this line. Here we go. And then one last one. That's pretty cool, to be honest. I'm liking this. I'm whining a lot, but it's actually really looking cool. There we go. Select. Or let me turn off the assistant. There we go. Oh, let me turn off the little yellow golden thing too. Blindingly bright. Run away. Here we go. That was actually really easy. I mean, I knew it was gonna be easy, but it still took out terrifying. Then I just need to figure out a little design for it. So I'm thinking of taking this one directly from Ghost in the Shell, the Ghost in the Shell reference. I want to try doing this. So maybe like big just squares in the middle. And then, hold on. So in the center, take like a huge block off, and then just like a regular center from up top. Okay. These are words that are mostly just notes for me. I'm gonna see if I can make it work. So first of all, let's combine all these. So it's just one big series of windows. Okay. So, turn on the AI assistant. Sorry, AI, not an AI assistant. Let's put that. So I want to take off a huge part of the sides. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. I really hope you're not picking up any of the noises that I'm making. So this is too far. It's not far enough. Is that bold enough? I think I need to go further. So maybe like straight down here. Which one of these lines am I supposed to be lining up? Probably not that one. I feel like this is the one. Wait, is it the one? Okay, I see. I think I see it now. Okay, then let me erase all that. Then the exact same thing on this side. I think this is another time where the original buildings aren't actually 100% lined up with the perspective, and it's biting me in the butt now. Because even though I feel like it's pretty clear where my lines are supposed to go, it's not lining up at all. Because something's just going wrong with that from the beginning. Anyways, we're gonna move right on past it. All right, and then, so with that, the next part I want to do is block out the middle. So here is the big chunk right here. Hold on. Where's the big chunk? Here it is. Okay, so from here, let's say here. Right down the middle. There we go. There's just like an interesting little like triangle piece just cut right out of it. And then what else does it do in the building? So it makes a huge cut up there. Maybe like a thick cut there, and then from the top it just goes up back to normal. So like from here we're gonna do like another large chunk. Pop. Oop, forgot it's not a line tool. I'm gonna make it like half that. There we go. And I think that's the only other thing I wanted to do as far as the intricacies of the building. I think we could do like maybe some lights on it, so I'm gonna erase some of this. So let's do this. Also make it a straight line tool. So maybe, what if we do like, yeah, I probably messed this up already. There we go. Just a little bit of decoration. And then I think there's also some stuff on the sides. Let me see. Yeah, just like little lines every pretty regular intervals. So I think that might make things look a little bit more, not natural, but like the opposite, I guess. Where is it? There we go. I mean, no, I need the assistant tool for this. So let's see. see if I can brighten this up. Okay, let me turn off the tool. Interesting. 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 Okay. Ooh. Okay, gotta merge all this. Hang on a second. Is that full brightness? Okay, yeah. Ooh. Okay, I'll do one last side of the building and then we're gonna call it because I am very tired. I might not even make this into a time lapse because this is just like a very short stream for me. Okay, so first things first. Tool on. Pop. I like magically accidentally got that in the exact right location because I just needed to click because the mouse wouldn't move. But I think I actually ended up getting it right. Alright, so let me select from this building, select from opaque, place. I'm gonna erase all this. What? No, it's supposed to be selecting from this building. And then select from the building in front of that. I think it's this one. Yeah. Select from opaque. Place. Back up to the line. The painting. There we go. That gets pushed forward. And then also the rooftop clutter. Once again, select from opaque. Come on. Sorry about that. Didn't react as swiftly as I probably should have. Select. Deselect. Ooh. So let me just quickly trim parts of it out. along. Now that I think about it, I'm actually gonna go ahead and no. Let's save that for later. Save that for later, because we can change our mind later. Okay. So now, let me go ahead and let me just do this real quick. So this is gonna be an erase. No. I'm being silly. Let me just focus on doing the details. Here it is. And then we're gonna copy, paste. Turn that one off so we keep it. View up here. Before this actually. Before I even start, let's just figure out where the middle's gonna be. Make it a erase layer. Most used. Forgot I wasn't a straight line tool. That works. Then we're gonna go here. Let's choose this yellow color. Sorry. Let's just match up the corners. Okay, and the line right down the middle. Perfect. fade that way down. Then we can actually get started. Now that we decided where the halfway point is gonna be. Ooh, my back. Ooh, my neck. I think these lines are actually supposed to be down the bottom. There we go. That shouldn't be a problem though, because still I mostly did the X's just to figure out what the center line is. Okay, now we can actually get started for real this time. Let's see. This tool, make it a perspective pop. And the best part is I think this one has no extra space for whatever reason. So it's actually going to be really easy to actually make fit into the perspective. I said actually like 3 times in one sentence. It hurts to be this skilled and dumb, but mostly skilled. What? That's not what I did. Okay, now, well, hold on. Enter, and then we can do the perspective. Because otherwise it's going to snap right back to where it started. Okay. Control C, Control V. Turn this one on. Bah. Let's go down to like right. Yeah, just like right there. Not really any point other than just feels like a good place to put it. Follow the line. Be like right there. There we go. Okay. So that's the main part done. Now I just need to make it match the little facade that I got going on here. Facade. that right? Hold on, one second. Sorry. Okay, yeah, that feels right. And another one here. Not an exact science, but it gets pretty close. It's a good thing I did not delete this because I'm gonna need it for this one. Okay. And then also this part right here. So make this, yeah, it's already an eraser. So we can just have this peek through. Really? That one has like nothing? Okay. I'm not sure. How does erasing something like this not... Oh, I see, never mind. Oh wait, that works actually really well. And this one's kind of already stuck. Let me turn off this AI tool, or I keep calling it an AI tool for some reason. I'm not using AI, I promise. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which is which. So these are the windows themselves. This is like all the other stuff, so I'm gonna include it on this layer. Nope. So just some quick stuff. Okay, I think that's good enough. Select, turn off the AI, the perspective tool. There we go. All right. Can merge all this together. Then bring down the opacity. Then I'm also going to that's the right tool. I'm just trying to make these connect. Not trying to make them like super obvious or super like coherent, because I do like how like sketchy it is, but just enough that you can tell like it's supposed to be like a dividing line in the building itself. If I really wanted to get complex, then I would try to do like some shading around it to make it look like there's like an underneath and that it has like an indentation between the two between the sections that are connecting. But I'm satisfied with this. Okay. We're gonna zoom out. I don't know if this is something an edit I can make on the fly. Let's see. Again. That's cool. What was it before? I lost track. Linear Dutch, it was supposed to be like this, okay. Alright, so let's turn it back on the main guy, the lad, the man himself. I keep forgetting that I actually have a little guy. Little guy. Okay, so let's turn back him. Let's get all the little lighting and stuff. So this is where we were before. This is where we are now. So I'm noticing that behind his leg, there's a very noticeable lack of detail there. So we're probably gonna have to cover that up with the fog because I already combined the layers. I already made a bunch of edits and I don't feel like going back. But that's okay. It's not the worst crime in the world. I think I'm going to decide to keep the green sky. Let me just mess with it a bit. Where is it? Let's turn on the clouds too. I keep losing track of all the layers. I really need to clamp down on some of these layers. But the thing is, like, I'm still in the middle, like, adjusting so many of them. Because it's, like, so hard to decide. Here it is. I think we might keep the green. Yeah, I think we're going to keep the green. Alright. So that is what we're going to call this. That is where we're going to call it for this week. Really sorry that I didn't manage to get all the buildings done. I only managed to get another 2 done. It's really obnoxious. But I'm sorry. I'm tired. And, you know, it's going to just be a long piece. And I don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess I could, like, do it on an off stream. But, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I'll survive. I made my bed and I'm gonna have to lie in it. Thank you for everybody who was here today. Even if it was only for a few minutes, even if you were here you just stopped by to say hello. I really appreciate anybody that spends the time to say hello. And then also those of you who are watching the full stream archive that goes up on YouTube, but later. I don't know how many of you guys watched the whole thing, but you know, any of it's appreciated. There we go. Camera back on. Am I even on camera? I am. My hair is giving up. On days when I wash my hair, which is usually at the end of the night, I look fine. But I guess because I woke up and then immediately went out and then I haven't had a chance to shower yet, my hair is just still all frizz. Too frizz. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted in the middle of the sign off. That's how sleepy I am. So yeah, YouTube channel. Let me go and plug everything. My Instagram, that is usually where I post my artwork. I'll try to have something tomorrow, but like last week, we're just gonna have to see. I'm very tired right now. I'm probably gonna go immediately take a nap, and I can't promise that I won't touch the Beaver game. I'm an addict, and it's okay. The first part is admitting that you have a problem. But yeah, check out my Instagram for my art. That's usually where I post stuff. I'll try to have something within this week or next week, but worst case scenario. Feel free to also check out my YouTube channel. So I mentioned the full stream archive, which is where I post the full stream to YouTube as an archive channel. But I also have my highlights channel, which is a time-lapse channel, where each stream is trimmed down into around like 5-minute chunks. And they're a lot more digestible. So if you want to catch up and see what I did, you can just watch the time lapse and see all the work that I did piece by piece. And then the exciting part is when everything's finished, I get to put all the time lapses back to back and then trim them even further down into like maybe a 12-minute chunk for a full piece. This one's probably going to be like 16 minutes. Or if I'm honest, maybe it's still probably going to be 12 if I just like really cramp down on some of the parts that are excessive, or just cut out some of the parts that aren't necessary. So maybe stuff like the building design, I could probably like trim that down a lot. But you know, that's going to be, we'll see. I think even this piece, this session, I'm probably going to save until I get another session in before I edit this. I'm probably going to not going to edit this one because unfortunately I didn't really get a lot done. But that is okay. We're okay. We all make mistakes. My mistake was probably taking it too seriously with the background. I probably should have just made it a lot sketchier and rougher, but we're already in for penny, in for pound. I don't even know what that saying means. I think I got it right though. Okay, so Instagram, YouTube. I also have a DeviantArt if you want to see some of my old artwork. I have had the account for like maybe almost 10 years. So I have a lot of my old art on there. And I try to keep it pretty close to up to date. It's a few weeks behind, but it's not too far behind. It's just a little bit more awkward to post on DeviantArt because you have the time that it takes to actually like write a full description and have all the information that you want out there. It's not something you have to do. It's something that I choose to do, so I make it harder for myself. Surprise. That's clearly never happened before. Feel free to also check out my commission sheet down below. I have finished all my commissions right now, so if anybody wants me to draw one of your one of your D&D characters, Vampire the Masquerade characters, or just your favorite anime characters for you, maybe you want me to draw you in an anime character outfit, just whatever. I don't really care. Sorry, that sounded really dismissive. I'm sleepy. Please ignore that. I'm just awful right now. But yeah, I would love to work on your character. I love drawing. Making character designs, working on characters like that. I said characters like 6 times. Specifically D&D and role-playing games where I get to like talk to you about your character, what the design is about, you know, like what kind of a character you want style-wise. Do you want it to look like my style? Do you want me to try to replicate another artist's style? All that kind of stuff. I love working that out with other people while also hearing about, you know, cool things that your character might have done or cool aspects to your character's design. Like, you know, does he have 2 spirits? Is it like a ghost inside of you? Is he actually secretly an alien? Does he have mutant parts? I'm really going off the deep end. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you want me to draw your character, take a look at the sheet down below. If you don't really understand the sheet, then, you know, you can just shoot me a message. Email's probably the best way to get to me, but Instagram is also an option, although Instagram has a lot of bots. So, you know, help me out, try to make it a little obvious that you're not a bot, as I'm not exactly sure how. Send a meme, I don't know, say my Twitch name, and then, you know, hey, I'm looking for a commission. Maybe even include like a picture of what you got sketched up, or, you know, whatever you're thinking. You know, like if you have like something you found on Google Images that's pretty close to what you want. You know, just we'll talk about it. We can talk. If you don't want to go through all that work though, I also have a donation link at the bottom. If you just want to put a little bit of money down and help me improve my setup, as well as give me a little bit more incentive to keep spending more time on Twitch. I'm going to be here anyways because like it gives me a good time to work on digital stuff and just hang out with people. But, you know, just also getting a little bit of money makes you feel like, you know, I'm spending my time wisely and, you know, like I'm getting something for all the effort I do. Like the artists, when they get money, it really means a lot to us. Money mean good thing. We like money. We also like art, so that's why we like money. No, wait, I got that wrong. Anyways, not the point. Thank you for being here. I'm very sleepy. I hope you have a good night. I'm about to have good sleepy time. Good night. Bye. Good night. Have a good night.